Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Riverview. The baling contract has been completed. I am now about to do some fertilising. And I'm going past the field I need to be in. I'm also keeping my eye on the fuel situation because this tractor's going to need some fuel fairly soon. I've got 4 fertilising contracts accepted at the moment that I need to work my way around the map and do. We will, of course, set up a nice little course. We'll do some fertilising. So yes, 4 fertilising contracts have currently been accepted. We've got field 42 here, which is obviously the field I did the sowing contract on recently. We've then got field 40, which is a field again we've done previously. We've then got field 35 down here to do. And then we've got big field 32 down the bottom of the map to do as well. I was contemplating doing a silage baling contract over here on field 18. But I've elected not to do that at the moment, having obviously only just having done the hay baling contract. I figured I can probably complete 4 fertilising contracts fairly quickly, and overall they total quite a bit of money with 54 grand for field 32, 32 grand for this field. So, you know, you're looking at 80, 100, 120 grand plus for 4 fertilising contracts, which Delores should be very capable of doing. I'm probably just going to do a headland to start with, and then I'll worry about doing the up and downy bits. I noticed the sprayer's got strange particles. Yeah, it's got spray appearing where there's no sprayer. I wonder if that's for the next size up in the sprayer. Is it 28 meters? I think I've got 24. Then there's a you can configure it with a 28 meter option. I wonder if Giants have got the spraying animation for the wrong size. I've noticed that a couple of times now as I've been doing these spraying. A lot of little stones on this field. Contract on field 42 is 20% complete. Excellent. Excellent. That's what we want. We want to complete contracts, don't we? Because contracts get us money. Money pays. So yeah, hopefully won't need to refill too frequently with this spray. And hopefully I'll get quite a few of the fields done. Nice. As I say, didn't have any problems with the baling, selling the bales. That was all fairly straightforward and easy. Completed the contract, and then the excess bales I did check to see where on the map sell those. There's only 2 sell points, and they're right next to each other actually on this particular map. You've either got the animal dealer place or the Moondogs farmers market, and there's only $2 difference in price, so it wasn't terribly exciting for me selling the excess bales. Didn't really get that much money. Like I say, the main thing was getting this the 70,000+ for doing the contract. Just gonna raise my spray a little bit, I think. %40 complete. Good. Good. I'll get a screenshot for the thumbnail. I love the fact that I can turn off the HUD now with a button press thanks to Easy Devs mod. Something I discovered the other day after I'd recorded a video and was just exploring options and settings that you can set on the mod. Extra timescales are nice too. I definitely like that, because you can definitely speed through a night then. Which I have to do on this map, because, as I say, we don't have a sleep trigger yet, because we don't own a farm. Yeah, dog barking. Don't know why they're upset today. Nice day-ish. Bit of a grey cloud in the sky. I wonder if we're going to get some storms today in the UK. Looks like it's getting a bit cloudy. It's been very warm this weekend in the UK. Very hot for May. I know we had a thunderstorm the other evening, a good thunderstorm, with lots of thunder and lightning. But thankfully we don't get anything as bad as Mr. Millennial Farmer, you know. Shout out to the Millennial Farmer, who's in the recovery phase now of picking up from where the storm that absolutely demolished his farm in real life. I watched his video the other day where he was getting the remains of the shed off of his equipment and assessing the damage to the equipment, and then getting the equipment taken to the dealership to hopefully get it repaired and put back in working order as quickly as possible. He then had the big JCB excavator come and remove the grain bin, collapse that up, fold it all up, compact it, ready for getting scrapping and getting rid of. It's going to be a long process, long period of time before obviously he can recover to where he was. I wonder if he's going to make any changes now going ahead. With the storm having leveled leveled quite a bit of the farm, I wonder if he might decide now's the time to do some upgrades for the future, like, you know, the shed that he builds to replace the one that got demolished. I wonder if he's going to build that out of brick and concrete, you know, for longevity, because obviously wood and tin ain't the strongest materials in the world. It doesn't tend to stand up to storms and high winds and stuff, which, if you live in an area where you are prone to storms and high winds, you might not want to build your things out of wood and tin, because it tends to get destroyed quite easily. I mean, maybe that's part of the reason why they do it, because it's cheap and it's easy to slap up, knock up in a couple of hours. A little wooden frame, rivet a few bits of tin to it, and you've got yourself a shed. But I think you would be better off putting down some proper concrete foundations and putting some proper bricks and mortar. You know, having proper brick walls, stone walls, a proper roof that can withstand the elements that get thrown at it. I think that would be better. We're going for it. Spraying, spraying, spraying. %81 complete. We're on course, ladies and gents. We're on course. We've used 25% of our fertiliser so far. That's not bad. Like I say, with a bit of luck, I can bang these contracts out without having to refill. Hopefully have enough. Can't remember. Am I using the? No, I'm using the 7 series Warrior. I must have used the 8 series to do the baling and stuff. But honestly, when I was carting the bales to the sell point for that contract, it felt like that tractor was struggling to pull the bale trailer loaded up with 14 bales, which for an 8 series is quite concerning, because the 8 series is supposed to be quite powerful. So yeah, I was a little bit confused by my tractors, but yeah, this is only the 7000 series, which I've given a repair to today. I've repaired it and I've resprayed it before setting out this morning to do these contracts. That cost me a couple of grand as well, maintenance on the vehicle. But obviously this tractor's got 32 hours on it. This second-hand tractor is a little bit more, shall we say, worse for wear than the other tractor that I've got. The 8 series tractor has much less mileage on it for a second-hand tractor. Contract on field 42 is finished. Excellent. We'll finish this row up then, and then we'll go and do field 40. And basically, we're going to work around the map in a counterclockwise fashion, finishing up with the big field last. Because if I'm going to run out of fertiliser, it's probably going to be on that field. Right, so that's that contract smashed out the park. Find my contract screen. Hello, autosave, my friend. Right, field 40 next then. And a nice 32 grand income. So yeah, hopefully these fertilising contracts combined with the baling contract will help alleviate some of the spending I've done in the last couple of videos. Having bought sprayers, having bought cultivators, having bought seeders, having bought tedders, having bought balers. You know, Delores has splashed out on a fair bit of equipment just recently. And again, we want to try and be building the money up, because obviously we want to buy some land. We want to put down roots, foundations. Alright, I'm going to get this field sprayed. And away we go, more fertilising. I notice it flickers about quite a bit over here. The edge of the map, the shadows, the textures and stuff. It tends to be a bit distracting and a bit eye-catching, and not in a good way. It's not as bad as I've seen on some other maps. I was watching a Mr. CDP map tour video the other day of a map. An Australian map that came out on the Mod Hub. And damn, that thing had some serious flickering of textures and objects and stuff vanishing into existence and popping into existence and stuff. I was looking at that map and I was thinking to myself, damn, that's not good. I'm pleased to play on PC. I don't have to contend with that. That looked awful. To be fair, that looked really awful. As he went to one of the sell points on the map, and all the silos and stuff were like blinking in and out of existence. A bit like we get sometimes when we have the disable camera collision mod active, and we're when we're in sheds and stuff and we're scanning around and stuff kind of disappears out of existence. Looks quite bad. But it was doing that like normally as he was just driving round the map doing his tour video, and I was like, that's really quite bad. I don't think it was a map issue. I don't think it's anything that the map author can do anything with. I think it's purely the way the game runs on the consoles and the way it's loading the textures and loading the models and doing its performance culling and stuff like that. Just looked really, really bad, and it's the first time I'd ever noticed it. And to be honest, I've had a look at that Australian map. I've downloaded it and I haven't loaded it in game and had a look around it myself, sort of thing. But I have seen the map and I have downloaded it. It's not a very big map in terms of file size. It's not got a lot loaded into it because obviously it's trying to simulate the Australian sort of outbacky nature, in the fact that, you know, obviously there's, you know, things are few and far between in Australia. You can drive for miles and miles and miles and not see another soul, you know. And that map tries to simulate that by not having too much on it in terms of objects. Doesn't have like towns, doesn't have like a whole lot of buildings and decorations. What is on the map is there for functionality. So, like I say, it's a bit weird that it would have the performance issues that I saw in the video, because it's like, really? It's not a big map. It's not like it's trying to load loads and loads and loads of stuff, really high detailed stuff, you know, compared to other maps which have loads of stuff on them, which are really, really, really quite busy, I think, with objects and decorations. And some of them, some of the map authors, I think they have that problem where they don't quite know when to say when. You know, kind of reminds me of being back at school, you know, in art one day when, you know, I was painting some picture as a kid. I was painting something, and I remember the art teacher standing sort of behind me, watching me for a bit. And he then said to me, he says, "You need to know when to stop." He says, at some point, he says, you keep adding stuff and adding stuff. It's not making the picture any better. It's just them making it very busy. He says, you've got to know when to say when and when to stop. And I think it can be the same in mod making and stuff. You know, I think at some point, you know, map authors kind of need to just be reined in a bit. They keep throwing more and more stuff at the map, cramming up, putting more and more, and it's like, okay, you've just made it too busy now. It was nice, you've now ruined it. You know, it's like the chef. It's like a chef baking, you know, baking a cake or cooking a meal or something. You've got to know when to stop adding ingredients. Okay? You've got to know when to stop. You know, a little bit of garnish is fine, but when you keep chucking in loads of more stuff, you just end up making a mess. We are 40% complete, ladies and gents, on yet another contract. And the lovely Deutsche Fahr tractor. I think there is another one. There is another. I think there's one slightly higher up than the 8 series. We may end up working towards getting that. I think that would probably be helpful. I think there is an 8 series, is it? Series 9. Yeah, the Series 9. That's the one we want to build towards. We've got the Series 7 and the Series 8. If we could get the Series 9, that'd be a good complement of machines then. We've got a real good mix. Different powers, different capabilities. Look on the old mini map. Right, quite a big bit still to fertilise then on this field, as is so often the case. Missed a triangle shaped wedge somewhere on the bottom of this field. Let's go and spray that. But it shouldn't take too long. Like I say, this sprayer is a decent sized sprayer. Seems fairly capable. Doing what I want it to do. So a couple more passes and this field will be done. We'll have about half the fertilizer left. Should be okay. Should be okay. Hoping November's going to give me a chance to do a couple of harvest contracts as well. I'm hoping there's going to be like some soybean or maybe some sunflower type stuff. Harvesting contracts have kind of dried up. End of September and here in October. There's only one available at the minute, and I think that's sugar beet, which I'm not particularly in a hurry to do. What was we? 71% complete a minute ago, so we're getting there. Have I must have passed the Fuel station. I wanted to get some fuel, didn't I? At some point, I wanted to try and buy some fuel. Maybe I'll go and get some fuel after this contract has been completed. That makes probably the most sense. %91 complete. I haven't done a headland. Bet this will trigger most of that then. Contract on field 40 is finished. And we are down to 44% fertilizer. Might need to refill. I might need to refill, ladies and gents. Because I've got the... 35, probably as big as 44. 32 is definitely bigger than 40 here. Let's go and have a look. Where do I get fuel? Fuel. I'm sure it's back this way somewhere. Past the churchyard. I think it's round this corner. Yeah. Nice bit of fuel on board. Right, let's get paid for that contract. Excellent. And then 2 big contracts still to go. Yeah, harvesting. Field 28, sugar beets. Use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reduced reward by 720. Field 28, where is that on the map? I'm guessing it's going to be up here somewhere. Or is it? No, 28's down here, look. I don't know Don't know whether to do a sugar beet harvest or not. Yeah, head back to the store quickly just to resupply. Quite expensive stuff, that. Right then, I'm going to carry on then, ladies and gents. Get these fertilising contracts finished. So, I will look forward to seeing you all in the next video of the series, ladies and gents. But for now, from here on Riverview Farm, it's sadly goodbye. Remember to leave your like on the video, ladies and gents. Leave me your comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not doing so already. Share the video with everyone you can, everywhere you can. And yeah, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and see you all soon. Cheerio, everybody.